Okay, what's everybody? Okay, so earlier I was in a chat and somebody recommended EMAs to me, and I had never used EMAs before. I know what they are, I just never applied them. So does everybody here understand what EMAs are? Put a one in the chat if you do not understand what EMAs are. Okay, cool. All right, so the way that I was able to apply it is on the 1 minute. So let's say we start off like around 8, right? And we draw our trends that are happening. We see here that we're currently in an uptrend. Let's see. Okay, also, let me show you the settings for the EMA. When you go to indicators here, you just type in exponential, or is it moving average exponential. You click it, and you're gonna have to click it twice because you're gonna need two of them on your chart. The setting here is you're just gonna change this length, one of them to 20, and then the other one to 8. And then you're gonna have to choose a color for it, right? Both of them are gonna be different colors. Usually the 8 is yellow and the 20 is white, but I have a white background, so I use blue. Okay, so the idea is that when 8 EMA is above 20 EMA long, okay? When, oh, I have to look into that. Thanks for showing that to me. Because I only get 5 indicators and this takes up 2 of them. When 20 EMA is above 8 EMA, go short. Okay, does everyone understand this? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand this. The 8 EMA is yellow, the 20 is blue. So when yellow is above blue, you go long. When blue is above yellow, you go short. Okay, so the way that you're able to apply it here is that, so we set the trend right around before open, right? And we wait until market opens and see which trend breaks. Here, clearly the downtrend or the uptrend here breaks, but you guys see that the yellow line is above the blue line. Everyone see that 8 EMA is above the 20 EMA. So this would be the fake out. So you do not enter here. You enter over here because the blue is above the yellow and we're breaking that uptrend again. Does everyone see that? Put a 1 in the chat if you see that, because this is something that I've never taught before, so I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. Okay, so you guys see that, right? Here, if you're waiting for the break of this uptrend, you would not have fallen for this fake out because the 8 EMA is above the blue. Over here, once that the yellow line gets below the blue and we get this break of uptrend, this is where you want to enter puts. And we mark out our downtrend as well. This is today's price action, by the way. I wish I had known this earlier. Okay, so there's different ways that you can use this, right? I'm gonna start using this the EMAs for my entries, and I'm gonna test the exits. I'm not sure about the exits yet, but here, I mean, if you stayed with this downtrend line, you would have stayed in puts the entire day pretty much. But that's not always going to happen. So I'm testing out other ways to stay in the trade longer. So let's see. So yellow line is above the below the blue. So right here we can mark this downtrend. Okay, and it breaks here, but you see the yellow line is still below the blue, so we do not enter calls here. We don't enter it, right? Until the yellow line gets above the blue. And it just never does. So you just don't ever play calls. And then this goes all the way down to here. And then here, this is where you want to play because you see it breaks. Let me make sure I trend this right. Okay, see here, this is where you enter calls because we get a break of the downtrend, and then this is where finally the 8 EMA gets above the blue. See, so you would have avoided these calls. Like, I mean, you could have caught this call, but like, you could have caught it here. Break here, and then yellow above the blue, and then catch it here. But you would have avoided a lot of these fake outs. Like, see, if you had drawn the line here, this would have faked you out, and it wouldn't have been much of a move. It would have gone right back into the range. Let's see another example. So trend lines are basically, they're valid when you see them. So when you're looking at a chart and you start charting, that's the trend line you use, right? So here, price breaks above here, but it doesn't get above the blue line, so we just don't play this. Okay, sometimes you're going to get faked out and not enter some of these other ones, right? Here, we get a fake out, yellow still below the blue, so we don't enter calls. And so if you move the line over here, when it gets above the yellow breaks, you can enter here and catch that. But that's pretty much it. I got to do a lot more back testing, but I would say for your entries, make sure that the 8 EMA is above the 20. Combine those two, and I think you're going to avoid a lot more fake outs. And you're going to definitely catch like the bigger moves up. And so so that's for calls. Calls, the 8 has to be above the 20, and here for puts, break of uptrend, the 20 has to be above the 8. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna try to back this a lot more and like create an actual video, like a guide, and I'll go through different scenarios and setups. But I think like had I known this today, um, yeah, I would say for your exits, go ahead and just let me see. Let's see if we can do that one in real time. Today doesn't really work because I mean you would have rode this all the way down, right? This one you would have rode all the way down to here. Let's try another day. Let's see. That's trending. I want to find one that's like kind of choppy. Here we go. Okay, let's say we start the day out here. Oh, perfect. Look. Fake out here, right? We set our line in the morning. We wait for a break of this uptrend. We get a break here, but where's yellow line? Yellow line's above the blue, so that we do not even bother with this. This is the fake out. Yeah, I got to check out these EMA shit, Verjay, because I have never applied this in my life. This is like the first time I've ever um, used this. Okay, so then we get in here to marker downtrend, break here above yellow above blue, and then I'll have to test out the exit because for now I would still probably do this exit here on the break of uptrend because it's still because if you used EMAs for exit, you'd be exiting over here, which is below here. Yeah. Most people they do what they do with the EMA is when like they cross each other, that's when you enter. So cross here, enter, cross here, exit. But see with the uptrend line, we would have exited a lot higher. Okay, yeah, good note, NP. EMAs for exits are good only for swing trades. Yeah, so do not use them for the 1 minute day trades. I'm gonna have to do a lot more backtesting though, but it seems so far that exiting on the break a trend is better than exiting on the cross of EMAs. Good to exit once it's overextended from EMA. What does that mean? Overextended from EMA. Let me look for some more examples. Let's see. Okay, here's another one, right? you're here, it's downtrending, you're waiting for a break of downtrend, and then we start getting some breaks here, but you see the yellow is below the blue, so we don't even bother with this. And then as these price crosses, we just keep moving our line over and just keep moving it over, and then it crosses here. Break a downtrend, enter long here, and then you would stay in this trade until here. So you could erode this from 634.67 to like about 635.44. Oh, far away from me. Okay, yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, something probably like this. You'll probably have to do your own back testing to figure out like what's the range for this EMA stuff. You see, we get really high up here, the difference, and so you'd probably want to exit somewhere here in this range. It should be here. Let me see if we can find. Let's see if we had. Yeah, here, if you're marking it, you don't enter here. You don't get faked out. You just keep moving it over as long as this yellow line's below. Then you get it here. You know what? Do we even need the trend lines for the entry? Oh no, yeah, we do. We do need you do need to use the trend lines for the entry. Because when it crosses here, it crosses on this black candle. And this could easily turn back around the other way to down. Let's see. Let's do this line. Cross here, that's good. That's not a good example. Okay. Yeah, see, when you're drawing in real time, oh, you would have entered here. You would have entered this one. Okay, so you don't avoid all the fake outs, but you're gonna avoid a lot of them. Be interesting to see how it works live as you can get little crosses that are fake outs. That's why I said use the trend lines too. Don't use only the EMAs for entries. Combine it with the uptrend line because or the trend lines because the cross here happens down over. Yeah, yeah. Don't use the. You really don't need the ADMA. I love that we are learning. Yeah, I'm literally learning in real time. Um, no, we need both EMAs because you need to know that the 8 EMA is above the yellow, the 20 for longs. And so this strategy is probably going to it's probably going to allow you to slow down actually because like if you're looking for a break and then you obviously see that the yellow is below the blue, you don't even worry about this. Like you can move on to drawing your lines because I know before we did the EMAs, like you're constantly moving your eyeballs, like trying to make sure that you're paying attention to the candle wicks, right? But I think now that we have this tool, this confluence added, you can avoid your attention here, and you can just focus on like the drawing the downtrend and see if you can catch an uptrend. The price and 8 EMA cross at the same time, pretty much. Let's see. No, like here, the 20 EMA, it crosses the 20 down here, but it doesn't cross this uptrend line till up here. The price at 8, wait, the price at 8 EMA cross. Oh yeah, I guess, but I think it's better visual to have two lines. That's why it's easier. So you, like when you're looking at the line, you're only looking at the line. You don't have to worry about making sure price with the blue line. It's easier to just tell like this yellow line is below this blue. And you can see like the exact point that they cross as well. But hey, if it works for you, if like you want to take the 8 EMA out, try it. Because literally this is my first hour doing this, and I'm sure I'm going to tweak it a lot more over the next couple of weeks. Let's see if we can find some more fake outs real quick. Let's go to another day. Okay, so we start here at 8 a.m. We mark out our uptrend line. We get the cross here for puts. Yellow is below the blue, so you could have taken these puts. And we got our downtrend here. We cross here. That's good. We cross here, but yellow's below the blue, so we would have avoided that and just kept moving our line over. We get a break here, but I guess so. It's 45 to 57. Yeah, I guess you could have taken this. It wouldn't have been a red trade, barely green. Boom, right here. Price crosses here, but price is still below the yellow. And then right here. So right there, right? So when price crosses here, you don't enter because yellow is still below the blue. And then yellow crosses right here. So you enter on this candle rather than like try to catch this candle and moves up and then pulls back on you. You catch it on the next candle when the yellow line actually crosses blue. And then so you still broke the downtrend line and you're still above the uptrend line. So you can delay your entry on the next candle. Uh yeah, let's do a replay. Okay, so this one's pretty choppy. Let's do this one. I think this is going to be really good on choppy days. Because you know, if it's a trending day, it's easy. You can just catch the puts down. Let's see. Okay, so we're in an uptrend, and we're gonna start the clock. Okay, right here, yellow was below the blue. Right at open, we got a break below, so you would enter puts immediately. I think this, yeah. So you don't get caught up in trying to figure out if it's a fake out or not. When you see that break and you see the yellows below the blue, I think I would just mark it in, right? Mark it in, sell at resistance. Let's go ahead and mark our trend lines, just in case. Okay, how do we exit this trade? Okay, yeah, bounce from here. Bounce from here up, mark that, exit here. Yeah, okay, that works. Let's move on. Okay, so we get the break here, but yellow is still below the blue, so we don't enter. Yep. See that? Did you guys see that happen? How like right here on this candle, I said yellow's below the blue, so do not enter. And then look what happened on the very next. Boom, down. I think that saved us there. Okay, this downtrend line is no longer. We'll keep it up. This one's not. Here, break of uptrend, but yellow was above blue. So we don't enter there. All right, how far was that? 10 cents? Let's see what happens. Okay, we get a break here, and then yellow's below blue. On this candle, yes, yellow's below blue on this candle here, so you could have marketed in. Okay, and then we get the bounce here, so we're gonna mark our downtrend. Let's see, we got a fair value gap here, so we would have stayed in this trade and then just moved our line over. Okay, then we get the break here, so that's our exit. Here, if you weren't in the puts, you do not enter calls yet, because this yellow line is still below the blue. Okay, this one would have. We would not have entered this because this is a fair value gap right at the break. Yeah, you would have entered. No, because it's the fair value gap right here. And then boom, down, yellow below the blue. Enter here. Let's see what happens. I'm marking our downtrend line. Okay, enter here. Come back up. Break downtrend. Yeah, this is a fake out. This one did not work. Yeah, that one did not work. So we're gonna go ahead and move our lines over. Let me zoom out, make sure. Okay, and then we get the break on this candle, but blue is above yellow, and then we can enter on here, down here, versus over here. We're probably gonna enter over here where yellow is above blue. Okay, so we enter calls there, right here. Wait, fair value gap right there too. Let me make sure I'm not just boom, down. Yeah, you could have entered on this one down here. Okay. Okay. You would exit here, break of this invalidation of this fair value gap. So 627.42, 627.62, or you would just sold into this resistance up here at 627.94, depending on how you play that. Break of here, yellow's below blue. Would have probably just sold into resistance. Boom. Break here, yellow above blue, enter. Carry your trend line up. Uh, 69 to 82. A little small trade, probably that's probably a fake out. Yeah. Enter here. Yeah, that one's. Oh no, no chemicals. Good. Okay, yeah, that one. That one. Okay, so this one faked out. I gotta come up with some more rules to avoid some of these. Yellow, blow, blue. Enter. Okay, that one faked out too. Okay, well, you guys saw that we got this trade and we avoided a few of these fake outs that allowed us to get this call. I'm gonna do a little bit more work on this, but I'll go ahead and upload this recording sometime tonight. Okay, guys. So hopefully you guys learned something with me today. I'm gonna work on this tonight. But yeah, try it out tomorrow. Remember, the rule is do not enter unless like your EMA confluence lines up with the break. Yeah. So if it breaks uptrend, then you want the blue line over the yellow line. If it breaks, if it breaks uptrend, blue over yellow. If it breaks downtrend, yellow over blue. Oh yeah, we would not have entered. I gotta work on this. Okay, guys. I'll upload it later today and I'll tag everybody.